Mm, some of you might be wondering why I am dressed a bit like I should be imitating the Spin Doctors. Here's a clue. Coffee. Um, oh, sorry. This top's technically lingerie. It's meant to come down, not go stay on. Yeah, so I am a huge Spin Doctors fan, by the way. I'm not dissing them at all. Want to, princess kneel before you. That's what I said now. Princess that adore you. In his head now. One has diamonds in his pockets, and that's no threat now. And this one says he wants value rockets. So, sorry, anyway, I love that. He goes, rocks, still got that hat for you guys. That's why I literally bought this hat. I love a particular southern psychic from the show Paranormal State and Psychic Kids. His name is Chip Cofe. He is southern. He is male. He's got a fabulous voice and he is larger than life. Let me tell you. And he can be a straight up bitch with a capital B and make you love him for it. I love this man. I would have babies with him. I don't want to touch him, but I would have like a test tube baby with him, just so I know that there's another Chip Coffee in this world. And one time I was watching Paranormal State, and there was a girl, and it was in Jasper, Indiana, right? And you know, and I'm living in Indiana. Who does? And so it was like in Jasper, Indiana, and this girl, blonde, stereotypical fucking horror movie, blonde girl, shaking like an inbred chihuahua, and he had a hat on like this, but he had no backwards. Chip, you fucking lovable cunt. I love you so much, Chip Coffee. See, I used to imitate people all the time, and I had a teacher, and I'm told that you're not allowed to say people's names, like, you know, or you can get sued for being a twat, but whatever. I had a teacher that said I'd never amount to anything in my entire life. Had many of those. But in sign language, that's the name. So Miss said that I should cut off this miming people shit and mimicry and impersonating people because it would get me nowhere in life. And I was like, hello, it makes Jim Carrey lots of money because that was at the time he was on the show in Living Colour. So I've always been a natural mimic, and I tend to like voices that are much deeper than mine, and voices that are much higher than mine.
I really like to go into ranges that I don't normally go into. Because my voice is very recognizable. And also I grew up on a lot of radio shows and radio plays.
And I think that the art of mimicry helps you a great deal, especially in voice acting, because if you say, you know, why don't you mix Christopher Walken with, then you have these voice references and you know what to do. And I think that some people are fantastic just because of their voice, and some people it enhances their acting, like Vincent Price and Meg Wincott. So Chip Coffey, who is a male from the South, and I've said dreadful things about the South, it's just as personally is so doggone slow for me down there, y'all. I tell you what, this daggone cigarette has gone out twice on me already, y'all. And I mean, it is hot, something fierce up in here. Oh my. I'm getting misty. Sorry. Everything's really slower in the south than it is in the north. And I've been places very north and I've been places very south. And the south automatically makes me angry because it's hot. And summers are much hotter than they are here. Southwest makes me like crazy mean. But muggy south, like past the Smoky Mountains, territory. I mean, I don't even like going into Kentucky. I like Tennessee. Memphis, I love you, but I have some issues with you. Mississippi, I've got issues with you. So, I try Mississippi because, of the one, the only, the one and only. Everyone knows person. And I love you. I try to love you, Biloxi, Mississippi, but I have problems with love areas in Mississippi. And I believe that Chip Cofe is somewhere in the Carolinas. And I'm playing Monkey See, Monkey Do with Chip Cofe. And I like to
Impression of him. This is coming off a bit more of a guy skeleton K. We've been waiting for you to believe. But there's girls in Jasper, and this blonde king, and she's the old demon, or that's what she thinks going. Jim Coffee straight up goes in there and looks at this lady who's the leader, and he goes, "Do you want to know what this building you right now?" And the lady goes, "Yeah, I do." And Jim Coffee goes, "Telling me you're a bitch." And he goes, "Well, I think," and I thought that was the fucking line I'd ever heard. Because I mean, imagine his mates, right? He goes, "Oi, does my ass look really fat?" And his child, "Well, I think she would." I'm saying, maybe adore him. Adulation is the highest form of flattery. So, I'm going to imitate him, but this girl's in there, and also he does these things where he's psychic, right? And he's so dramatic. He goes, "Now, if there is the devil in here, I want you to move this flashlight. And after you move this flashlight, and the flashlight moves, and he sees it move all the way down, roll off, fall on the floor, and move. And he goes, "Oh my God, did y'all see that?" Like, over dramatically. And they're like, "You gotta tell the spirits to get out." That's my Ryan. That's my Ryan, by the way. I totally love Ryan. Ryan. How you doing, baby? Want to get with a good life. Looks like Tank Kill Me. Hit me a letter. Alright, but no, it's funny because like this girl is like shaking like an inbred chihuahua. And there's like a fucking Vic priest, whatever. Some motherfucker up in that house. And he is, saying a prayer and everything. It's angering this demonic creature. And hello, if you know there's a demon there, why are you? Never mind. I'm looking at from a point of view that yeah, you can call the church and everything, but there's also other things, Wiccan things you can do to help. Yeah, I think the short-haired female psychic show, Penn State, is Wiccan. I'm not sure, but I really like her because she closes doors after she opens them. But anyway, but Chip is such a bitch, and this girl was shaking, and he goes, "You gotta tell him." And Ryan goes, "You gotta tell him to get out of here." And I'm going, "I love you, Ryan. I wonder what Ryan's studying. He's so handsome and smart and knows about the paranormal." He's total catch. Hello. You're Ryan. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm looped out on coffee. I've had a white zombie. I've had 2 peppermint coffees. And now I've got this coffee, and I'm going to imitate Chip Cofe. I'm hyped up. I've got problems. But I'm going to do it. But this girl goes, she goes, "I need you to get out."
Right, and she's like scared shitless, like no shit, scared shitless. And like shaking like a fucking, like Kim Basinger in the movie Cellular. Like, did you guys see that? She shook like a fucking leaf. It was incredible. I've never seen the. So right. So then she's like, get out, and the ship goes, say it louder. And she's like, I don't get out, like breaking down, like emotionally, like snapping, right? She's at like her mental breaking point. Jim Coffey, the bitch that he is, and I love him for this. I want to snuggle him. I mean, bitch is in like bitch kind of way. I mean that with all due respect, sir. You straight up walked up into her face, Chip Cofe, and you were like, don't say it to them, say it to me. Uh-huh. Tell them to get out. Now don't tell me, tell them. And it reminded me of like whenever I've been in a few churches in my life and surprised I haven't burst into flames. But I remember going to this really amazing, and I'm the only like white looking human being in the whole motherfucking church. And it was a Baptist church, and it was down south, and it was in Tennessee. And I was the only all white looking person there. And I was with one of my mates, and she's Blasian, and I said, you know, because it was the south and I'm from the north, I said, you know, they're not going to handle snakes, are they? Or put me in a tent and like say that there's somebody who can heal me. And she made fun of me for that. And so this priest came up to me, and he had this voice, and he just was crazy, and he just had the Spirit of the Lord up in him. And that's something I love imitating. And I wish I went to church just so I could literally master that voice, because I would love to be a television evangelist. Just that's what the ultimate role in life. And I'd just be like, you know, because I could sell God like insurance, make money. It'd be awesome. You know, it doesn't matter what I believe. I'm just preaching about a religion that's already out there. I'd love to be a pinky wearing television evangelist. Jesus Christ, they get away with murder. But the guy walked up to me and he goes, "And what do you need Jesus to do for you today?" And I think to myself, and how am I gonna get you in this car today? Like, he's trying to sell me like a shit car, you know. And I was like, I think if Jesus is all powerful and all powerful deity and not a demigod, then even though it was voted on by Constantine and 13 other bishops, if he was his father or the son of God or both. But if he was all powerful, I think he knows what I want. And he goes, well, the vessel of Christ that I am, I ask you to tell me what you want. And I went, need to keep talking because you are fucking hilarious. And he went, well, the good Lord is going to answer your message right now, honey, because I got something to tell you, the word of the Lord. And I was literally on my knees cracking up. So I love Southern churches, and he kind of reminds me of like that Southern church preacher guy, but white, and I'm not being judgmental, but he comes off homosexual. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, give it up, show it off, mama, fuck Tasmania. Sorry, my fence does this. So imitation is the highest form of flattery. I'm going to imitate Miss. He's got a fantastic voice. Actors who have even enhances their work, like or Tony, and it just makes it so much more wonderful. Christian Slater's gravelly voice has the voice. Media. So, I mean, and since it's pop culture, it's something that everybody identifies with, doesn't it? So, I'm not Southern accent. Okay, so he sits with his shoulders up his chin and the camera.
as my age just a bit, but he's so well. My eyelashes are too long. Tell all your family and friends. Okay, so he's very self-promotional. Chip Cofe impersonation. It's out of love and Chip Cofe, Chip Cofe if you're out there. Love you, Paranormal State, if you guys are looking to see this. What's up, guys? I challenge you. I challenged ghost hunters, but apparently they were all a bunch of pussies to investigate Step Cemetery in Indiana, but I think too much cowards. So I like a team that actually knows the bullocks from a barn dance. I went there. See, that was a bitchy thing to say, just like Chip's a bitch. I'm still likable. Hey, hey. Oh, he's on Facebook? I'm so gonna add him on Facebook. I love him. Such a bitch.